Hello and welcome to Why with Seth and Parker. My name is Parker.
And I'm Seth.
And this is the weekly show where we dissect Billy Joel music, give stupid answers to stupid questions, and brag about being elected KSDV's DJs of the Week.
Yeah, we are.
Yeah, what do you think about that, Seth? We have had the honor bestowed upon our lovely producer, James. I'm pretty sure the only reason he gave us this spot was because he's our producer, because he favorites us, because he gets all the credit and does...
Nothing.
No, I don't want to say nothing.
He emotionally supports us.
He emotionally supports us and allows us to do the show.
Yeah, like, I mean, there are many reasons he should stop allowing us to do the show, but he still lets us have it.
He doesn't edit it. He just says, I'm going to put this on the air. He does that every single week. He thinks, wow. He constantly makes the choice. This is a good idea to put these two dinguses on the air.
I don't think it's because he makes this choice and thinks it's a good idea to put us on the air. I think it's because, he loves us, obviously.
He thinks that we're not going to get fined by the FCC this week and then just put it on the air.
He's like, not this week, maybe next week. I'll actually check their show next week. And nope, he doesn't check.
Apparently he does.
Well, he checks after the fact, I think.
That's always good. Better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yep. But I think it's super cool that we got nominated for DJ of the Week.
We didn't get nominated. We won.
We got it. Yeah, we got it. And
it's just an honor to get nominated. Technically, we get nominated each week. We actually won this week. Yeah. So suck it, other 32 shows on KSDB.
Parker, you can't be mean to our other shows.
No, I love them so much. Sucking it is a term of endearment.
Okay, I see how it works.
I reciprocate.
Oh, $20 is $20?
$20 is $20.
But dang it, what was I going to say? Man, I just lost it. Although we have this conversation in class. Can we tell our listeners about that conversation we have every time DJ of the Week shows up?
Sure. It usually starts with Seth being a ruthless optimism.
Optimist?
That too. You are the embodiment of optimism, and that's why...
I try.
That's why I try to be the embodiment of realism.
I'm more like pessimism.
Pessimism and realism are very intertwined.
So is optimism and realism.
Not really.
In your opinion.
The world is a dark, bleak place.
Oh, I believe the world is a very dark, bleak place, but, we can overcome it.
No.
But we're in the middle of a story, Parker.
Yes. Every single time Seth says, hey, this could be us this week. And I always say no, because we are not DJs. So we cannot win the award DJ of the Week. We are a specialty show.
But then this week, we looked up at the slide.
We were apparently the first specialty show to win the award this semester, which I'm pretty proud of.
Yeah, I am too. I'm really proud of us. I'm really proud of our listeners for sticking through it.
Yeah, I think the main reason why we won this award was because of the 15 listeners who called in last week. So thank you, everyone, from good old Jed to the random guy. I forget his name. George? Yeah. Nope, that's not.
Oh, I know.
The guy who asked about what's his name? Beyonce and Brad Pitt.
Yeah, that
Brad Pitt and Angelina
Jolie. Yeah, that relationship. Yeah. I'm horrible at names, but Jeff. Yeah,
is that right?
Maybe it sounds right. But the main thing is that we won DJ of the Week thanks to our wonderful listeners
and viewers like you. Thank you.
Yes, exactly. But speaking of being DJs, that kind of usually requires music, right?
Technically, but then again, I always say that we are not qualified to be DJs of the Week.
But we do play music.
We do. Seth, do you know about this lovely trend in music called acapella?
Ooh, do I not? Pitch Perfect's like my jam. It's my lady jam.
Awkward. I was going to explain to you acapella.
Oh, well, let's hear how would you explain it to someone who didn't know about acapella?
Well, it is music that is not accompanied by an instrument. It's all vocal.
But your mouth is the instrument,
yes.
Or your body in some cases.
Yes, if you have the belly bongo drums or something like that.
Belly bongo drums?
Yes.
I kind of have a belly that I can use.
Don't we all? But this song is completely made by Billy Joel's mouth.
Ooh.
And it is an a cappella song called For the Longest Time. And it's many different like Billy Joel's speaking at the same time, and they overlapped them, and it made this wonderful song. So we're going to go to that. Sound good?
I think that sounds wonderful, Parker. Is there any other background you want to give?
Nope. Let's just listen to The Longest Time.
Okay.
And we're back. So,
hi.
I like consistency, and whenever we come back, I usually say, so we're back. So, Seth, what do you feel? Yeah, you just interrupted that. That was very rude of you.
Hi. All kind of means family.
That was more Schmeagol than Stitch.
I can't do sounds. I can do weird sounds, but I can't do character noises.
So, what'd you think of The Longest Time?
I think with all my heart.
Uh,
Oh, that's okay.
You try to talk, but only fart.
Yeah, basically.
I'm glad we have you for lowbrow humor around here.
Yeah, someone has to follow along. Okay, what did I think? I noticed that this song has a very different feel than a lot of his other songs have.
Well, this actually comes from the middle of his repertoire. We've mainly been focusing on early and late Billy Joel, so I thought we'd give us something towards the middle. And this was during his marriage to, I forget the supermodel's name, but a lovely supermodel he had a daughter with. And this was before the divorce that brought us songs like Matter of Trust about,
Okay. Yeah,
how
we listened to that one already.
we have. But this is, about the unconditional love that between a man and a woman, or a man and a man, or a woman and a woman, or men in certain types of Italian cuisine. Pizza.
Yeah,
But what else?
I'm down for pizza. Can we get pizza after the show?
I mean, yeah. I was thinking of, we're not sponsoring anything, but you know how KFC has, that chicken sandwich.
Yeah.
Instead of it being a bun, it's 2 pieces of fried chicken.
What?
It's 2 pieces of fried chicken with cheese and bacon in the middle. It's called a double down. I don't know if they still sell them at KFC because there might have been a lawsuit involving someone's heart in that. But I just have been craving one all day.
I know, maybe not.
Okay. I mean, pizza it is. But anything else you want to say about The Longest Time?
I want to repeat that last line because it really kind of spoke to me. It says, I don't care what consequence it brings. I have been a fool for lesser things. I want you so bad. I think you ought to know that. I intend to hold you for the longest time.
Yeah, that is the last line.
And I'm a helpless romantic, and I think that that's just adorable.
No, you aren't.
I am who are you to speak about my hopeless romanticism?
Someone who knows your previous relationships.
I can still
Stealing
be
a sign with Megan does not count as hopelessly romantic.
I can be hopelessly romantic in other ways, Parker.
Well, you are hopeless, and you do have romances occasionally, but you are not hopelessly romantic.
I am hopelessly romantic.
Any final comments on the song?
Go hide in a hole.
Was that for me or Billy Joel? Because I hope to God it was for me.
For you.
Good. Because you do not tell Billy Joel to hide his talent. Do not hide your talent, Billy Joel. I appreciate you for who you
Parker,
are.
he can't hear you. He's dead.
He's not dead. He's not dead. Seth, do you know what the second part of this radio show is?
I think it's that part where we talk.
We've been doing this almost the entire time.
Oh, well.
We talk some more, but do you know what we talk about?
Stupid things.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I mean, we do that at the beginning of the show too with Billy Joel, but.
Oh my goodness gracious. We started off the show by talking about our stupid award.
No, that was a very meaningful award, and we deserve a plaque. Dang it!
Is there a plaque?
I don't know. Can we ask?
I mean, just on your teeth, but hey-oh.
So,
would you like to start us off with our questions, Seth?
Sure. Parker,
You'll never guess where this one comes from. It's in all caps and is meant to be yelled. Who could it possibly be from?
I'm pretty sure we already answered this question.
No, we have not.
Yeah, I am like 80% sure we already have answered this question.
Well, I am 20% sure that you were wrong.
Well, that means I'm more likely to be right because remember we were sitting in the studio and we scooched back to purposely scream this question.
No, that was the exploding wire but question. Just ask the question.
This question, I'm going to scooch back so I can yell. If you could set fire to the rain, would you watch it burn?
If I could, yes, I'd love to watch things burn. I mean, that's why 4th of July is my favorite holiday.
Right? Blowing stuff up and having a good time. I mean, yeah, I would like to do it like safely because I know that when it rains, it's like you're surrounded by rain, so maybe you wouldn't want to burn it like with you in it. But I think it'd be cool to see if you could do it without you in the rain.
Yeah, I mean, equal parts gasoline and rain, let's say.
Well, then you're still out of luck.
What? Like, does water dilute gasoline so much that it's no longer flammable?
I feel like you'll still burn.
Well, I don't really care about me burning. I just want to see the rain burn.
Parker, the goal is not for you to burn, though.
That is not in the question.
Anyways, I would set fire to the rain. Did this one come from Yahoo Answers?
No, it came from Lynette.
Oh, hi, Lynette.
Hello, Lynette. You're such a great, loyal listener.
All two of you.
Lynette's just one person.
I know, but like Lynette and the other loyal listener that we have.
Are you ready for a question from another one of our people who doesn't actually listen to our show, Jamie Lawrence?
Hi, Jamie.
Hi, Jamie.
Sure. Do you want to ask this one or do you want me to?
I do, because I like to take turns.
Well,
Oh,
anyways.
Lord. If you could be included in any book, story, or movie, what would it be and why? In addition, what would be the worst book to be trapped in?
50 Shades.
Best or worst?
Worst. I don't want to be in 50 Shades.
Why not?
I just don't feel like that's
What,
me.
the book or the movie?
I haven't seen the movie or read the book, but what
Then
I've heard,
how do you know?
this is just me going off what I've heard. I just do not feel like it would be my scene.
Do you think God wouldn't condone that?
I think that that's a very theological discussion, and I think that's loaded, and I'm not entirely sure our listeners want to hear about it right now.
Yeah, no one
'Cause
wants to hear about
I need to do some exegesis.
some ecstasies?
Exegesis.
Those aren't words that I
No.
understand.
Yeah, because you don't actually study the Bible, you heathen.
I'm a Catholic. That means we're the true followers.
No, I think that. Anyways, we digress.
So what would be the book you'd want to be trapped in?
I think I would like to be trapped in Divergent.
Isn't that post-apocalyptic? And
Yes.
why would you want to be in a post-apocalyptic place without fried chicken and sandwiches?
4 and Dauntless Cake.
There's cake.
Yes, there's
The
cake.
apocalypse has cake.
Yes.
Much better than Hunger Games then.
Yeah, no, this one has apparently Dauntless has the best cake out of all the different factions.
I don't know what that means, but I believe you.
And plus 4 is like a babe, so
Okay, I know nothing about young
Yeah.
adult fiction.
Well, you should read it because it's really good. Except don't watch the movies because they are total baloney.
Well, thanks for asking about me.
I was giving you some input. Dang it, I wasn't. I was
thanks for
getting
ask-
there, but
okay.
Parker, I would love to hear your thoughts.
I think the book that I would, or movie, let's say movie, that actually movie and book, because it's both,
Okay.
would probably be, no surprise here, Scott Pilgrim.
Pilgrim versus the World.
That's the movie, but the Scott Pilgrim book series is equally as fun. And
Okay.
it's a very good possibility. I already have the narcissistic confidence and terrible personality of Scott Pilgrim.
Yeah, so you fit in very well there.
And I have loser friends that I
Yeah.
love to death. And all I need to do is learn how to play bass really poorly and then date a really hot hipster chick. Woman. She's a woman.
I feel like the
or-
hot hipster woman isn't super hard.
But I also have to date a 17-year-old Chinese woman.
Yeah, be careful with that because you're definitely.
Hey, I'm not quite 22. That's what Scott is.
Well, I mean, it's still a little iffy.
Yeah, that's why he breaks up with her somewhere along the way. Spoiler alert, by the way. But the worst one would probably be, I don't know, that one, the Bible sounds pretty tough to live in.
The Bible, yeah.
I mean, I would
I
hate
mean,
to live in
I-
Leviticus.
But yeah, but I'd love to know Jesus. Like that would have been a cool time to be alive.
I don't know. I think he'd judge you pretty hardcore.
He probably he wouldn't.
Okay.
It'd be the.
He'd have other people judge you hardcore
No,
on
he
his
wouldn't.
behalf, like
Did
he
you
does
never, like-
currently.
Did you never like see like the whole Jesus loves everyone in the Bible type thing, and like he
No.
doesn't condemn anyone?
It's kind of weird if you see Jesus in your Bible.
Oh my gosh, Parker.
I mean, you might want to call up the Pope for that one.
Yeah, maybe, or actually go to a real church.
Yeah, you might want to do that in the near
I
future.
do go to a real church. I'm saying you don't.
Okay, we're gonna move past that
How about we
and ask another question.
move on to question numero
Ooh,
tres?
this one's even better. It's also about books. Would you like to read it for us, Seth?
Yeah, Parker, what is the worst book you've read?
Like ever?
Yeah,
Hmm.
and you can't say the Bible.
No,
Bad Catholic.
that wasn't going to be the one. But I read this one called Jacob the Baker. I bought it at the book sale of the English department over here. And it was for $1, and it was not a good book. It was very heavily water damaged, and that's not why I don't like it. But literally, it was about, I want to say, 30 chapters full of 2-paragraph chapters. So it was all like, Jacob the baker once said a really nice thing to one person. That's how Jesus was like. It was an anthology for Jesus, kind of. It was like, it was very poorly written. How about you? It's not the message behind it. It was just that it was very, very poorly written.
Just the way it was presented. Yeah, I get that. For me, Lord help me remember the name of it right now, but there's been a couple books that I pick up, and I do a lot of like religious studies reading and stuff, and so it's the way they're written is very dry and very like.
Are they nonfiction books?
No, they're like, well, I guess that depends if you class. They're not like nonfiction. They're like.
Are they completely fabricated in the author's mind?
Are they completely fabricated in the author's mind? I mean,
are they like about real world concepts and stuff?
Yes.
Okay,
yes.
So it's nonfiction.
Yes.
You understand the difference between fiction and nonfiction, right?
Well, I mean, I'm thinking because some people let's take the Bible for example again. Some people would classify that as a fiction book, and others would classify it as a nonfiction book. So then when you get into religious writings, you're like, wait, what does this classify as?
You read into that way too much.
I probably
You know the
did.
difference between nonfiction and fiction, right?
Yes, I do.
So are these books nonfiction?
They're going to be nonfiction
Okay.
for our purposes. But the thing that bothers me most when I read some of them is when they circle the drain with what they want to say.
Mm-hmm.
So I've gotten halfway through books and they're starting to repeat themselves. And I'm like, you already said this 1,010,000 times. Why do you keep saying it? Your book could have been half as long and just as successful. Or even more successful had you not beaten this to the ground. Or
isn't that almost the entire basis of religion? Beating something to the ground until it has no more meaning?
no, that's the Old Testament.
Hey-o.
Oh, throwing shade like a palm
When did
tree.
this become a religious talk show?
I mean, when you started asking about books and then the Bible came into play and then we just kind of went there.
Then the Bible came into play. Famous last words right there.
No, I think the famous last words were et tu, Brute.
Sorry, I don't speak Spanish.
No, that was definitely Latin.
Latin, I barely know them. Thank you for setting that up.
You're welcome, Parker. I know you.
Do ya?
But I think it might be a good time to move on to another one.
Sure. This one comes from the lovely, the impeccable Yahoo Answers.
Ooh.
But
Hey,
before-
baby, how you doing?
But before we get into it, Seth, would you like to tell us where our lovely listeners can send some questions?
Oh, yeah, definitely. Hey, y'all should send questions
Okay,
to...
do it again, but without saying y'all.
Hey, all y'all should
That's even
send...
worse.
Yeah, Parker.
We don't have enough viewers for anyone to say all y'all.
Well, we have more than one, so I can use all y'all.
All y'all is like 5+.
No, there's no, y'all is, can be, one person. All y'all is
No,
plural.
y'all-
Yeah, y'all can be singular.
No, it can't.
Yes, it can. Parker, y'all need to get your life together.
Okay. That's not
Seth
true
and
at all.
Parker, y'all one DJ of the week. All y'all one DJ of the
No,
week.
all y'all is like 5 or more.
Okay, well, we have 5 or more listeners, as evidenced by the phone call thing we did last week. Speaking of which, we should PSA for our listeners: don't call in this week. We're not actually in the studio.
And we hate you.
No, we don't.
We don't
Parker.
hate you.
But don't call in this week. This has been a PSA for all of our listeners. But back to your question, or your statement. If you would like to send us questions, get out a piece of paper. Right now, you're going to take a pop quiz. Just kidding. But you can send those questions to sethandparker@gmail.com. That's sethandparker@gmail.com.
Man, that's such a great email.
It was. I wonder who came up with it.
It was me.
I know it was you, Parker.
So, let's dive into the question from Yahoo Answers. Seth, is idealism good or bad?
Ooh.
Or mediocre?
Idealism being good or bad. So I don't think we can answer this question without discussing pragmaticism also.
I don't know him either.
Idealism is this idea of things being perfect and it's the ideal world that you want to live in. Pragmaticism takes into account the way things actually are. Hot topic issue is abortion, for example.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of people, the ideal would be not to need to provide abortions, not to have a need for it. Then you wouldn't have to worry about it. But the pragmatic view is that there are people getting sick. There are
So realism.
Yeah, it's a realism. It's pragmaticism, basically. But I think the idealism is good because it gives you something to strive for. It gives you something to reach for. It allows you to see a bigger picture, see a better picture, and hope for something more.
So, me being the skeptic I am of all
Which
those things.
you're going to say it's bad.
No, I'm going to say rephrase the question: is false hope good or bad?
I never said idealism was false hope.
No, that's what I'm saying.
Are you saying they're the same? They're one and the
They're
same?
very similar.
Because I feel like idealism has to do more with like that perfect
Idealism
world. False hope has something to do with reaching for something you can't attain.
What I'm going to say is idealism is false hope you give yourself. So idealism is saying the world can be the way I imagine it to be, which is just giving yourself false hope that you're going to suffer through this lovely little life you have and not much is going to change by the end of it. In the grand scheme of things. But I'm not saying that's good or bad inherently. It's what you do in the name of it. For some individuals, they take idealism and run with it and try to actually change the world in their lifetime. That's how we get people like Gandhi or the Dalai Lama or Mother Teresa. But that's also how we get people like Benito Mussolini and Hitler and Kim Jong-un.
Mm-hmm.
They are wanting to change the world, and they do. The downside is that it's much harder to change the world for good.
Yeah. Okay. I get that.
But it also, I think, kind of feeds into the special snowflake thing, where everyone's special, going to change the world, therefore no one will.
Wow, that was deep. Parker, I think this is one of the deepest conversations we've had.
I'm pretty sure that's a quote from Syndrome from The Incredibles.
Oh.
That's the thing about superpowers. When everyone's super, no one is.
Ooh, wow.
I could be a voice actor.
Yeah, you probably could.
Except for I'm stuck in lovely, beautiful, scenic Manhattan, Kansas.
Getting on the radio, though, that's the first step.
I don't think so. I wouldn't hazard to say that many voice actors got their start in radio.
Well, I mean, there's always room for someone to be first, and that first can be you.
It can. So, Seth, are you ready to take a little break? Listen to some music?
I think so. I think we should give our listeners a break. So we're going to put on a song. I can't say his last name. Eli Lieb, I think is how you pronounce it. Leib. But we're going to go ahead and put on Young Love. It's kind of fun, upbeat song. So we'll be back.
Speaking of false hope.
So we'll be back here soon. In the meantime, enjoy the music and, have fun. We're back.
Wow. Way to make it sound creepy.
I don't know, because you're creepy?
I said way, not why.
I heard why.
With Seth and Parker.
Yes, but you need to enunciate.
Okay, I'll try with Seth and Parker.
Everything is with Seth and Parker.
Oh, God only knows.
Oh,
I mean,
God knows a lot of things.
I think that's a personal hell. Everything with Seth and Parker.
Yeah, like, I wouldn't want that. Parker, I like you, but I don't want to be around you that often.
Exactly. I mean, I feel like we could work together as like a shoulder devil and angel.
Yeah, like, which one would be which? That's the real question.
The world's full of gray.
Yeah.
I call devil.
Yeah, okay. As long as I get to be like a sexy angel.
That kind of goes against the policy of angels.
No. Where is it in that angel handbook?
I will show you. Because it's written by Catholics,
the
right religion. Okay, we're back. And
no, I think
Seth,
you're misreading the devil handbook.
Seth,
Parker,
would you like to
continue
on our next question?
Yeah, can I scooch back and yell again?
Go ahead.
Okay.
It's from Lynette again, might I say.
Okay, I got it. Slippers or fuzzy socks?
Man, we really need to not yell.
But she needs to not send us questions in all caps.
This is all from the same Google Doc.
But it's all in caps.
All in cats.
Cats, but it's...
I'm going to have to go with fuzzy socks, but I actually only own slippers, so, I'm a little bit of a hypocrite on that.
I'm going to go with fuzzy socks also. I don't own slippers, but fuzzy socks are thebomb.com.
House slippers are pretty bomb.
You know
but then I usually just run across Denison Avenue to get pizza in them. It's really fun.
Yeah, I mean, I can see both sides of the argument, but also, speaking of thebomb.com, I think there's another website we should share with our listeners.
Please do.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you miss an episode or want to catch up on some of the other shows that we've aired, you can check us out on SoundCloud at SoundCloud/with Seth and Parker.
There's .com in there somewhere.
SoundCloud.com/Seth and Parker.
There we go.
That sounds better.
I actually told someone on the website, and it was actually Lily, our good listener friend, Lily, who loves the show for some reason. She said, "Why SoundCloud with Seth and Parker.com?" And I'm like, "No, what are you doing with your life, Lily? Love you lots." But
Lily, we love her.
we do. She actually just got into a psychology lab here.
I know.
I'm very
I saw
proud
that.
of her.
Can we just say congratulations?
Yeah. 3,
One,
2, 1.
Congratulations. Oh, how are we
What?
doing? No, we just say congratulations.
Congratulations.
Yeah. On 1,
3,
2,
2,
3.
1.
Congratulations. There. See,
Yay.
we're excited for her.
I like to count down like if it's a bomb.
.com.
Yep.
Just like SoundCloud.com / with Seth and Parker.
Yep. Man, that was such a shameless PSA.
I mean, we got through it.
Somehow, some way.
That's what I say after every radio show. That was the most shameful thing I've done with my life, and then somehow we get through it.
Somehow, and then I constantly ask him, the most shameful. I never believe that this is the most shameful part of his week. I know what he does on Mondays.
Yeah, works all day and then drinks.
More like twerks all day.
Well, I mean,
Are you ready for our
somehow
next
have
question?
to make money. But yes, go ahead and ask me the next question.
This one
Parker.
comes from Yahoo Answers, the science division. So
science.
So come here
Hey,
to the
wait. This show has been brought to you by science.
Science.
God didn't create it.
Nope.
Science.
Science. Where's your God now? This has been a PSA for science, the exact opposite of God, according to Mormons.
I think so. Utah. They come from Utah. So we talked about this last time.
Nothing good ever comes out of Utah. But science division of Yahoo. So let's go into our science corner. I'm okay with this. If I touched the sun, how much would it hurt? Well, I'm going to start off by saying, if you touch the sun, I feel like the sun touches us all with its nice, delicious rays.
I think it depends on how much of a white person you are. Well, I'm not saying that people of color can't burn, but
yeah, but I think they're talking about if they actually physically touched the sun.
Well, I think you're gonna get you might want a lot of sunscreen.
Yeah, the sun's not racist. It's going to kill you no matter what.
Yeah, I think you'll die. So don't touch the sun. Is the
No,
moral of the story.
How much would it hurt?
Well, I guess if you're dead, it doesn't hurt.
No, it's from going from being alive to being dead. That's what would hurt.
That's the painful part.
But
and
it'd probably be over within maybe half a second.
Yeah, I
What do
feel
you think?
Well, if you get that close to the sun, I feel like you'll just melt and die, before you can even touch it. So you'll be dead when you touch it. So the act of touching it won't hurt at all because you'll be dead.
Yeah. So it's not that you'd get close enough to touch it. If you did, you are already dead.
Yeah, and so by the time you actually touch
you
the
don't
sun,
touch the sun.
No, but by the time you touch the sun, you're dead, and so you don't feel anything, so it doesn't hurt.
Well, I haven't felt things for years.
I know. That's why we're in therapy, Parker.
Oh, no, we aren't.
Yeah, we are. That's why do you think we have this radio show?
Oh, this is just an elaborate ruse to
Yes.
talk about my feelings?
Yes. Every Billy Joel song you use actually has meaning behind it, and that's
it does.
thing.
That's why we dissect it.
Well, no, other than that, but there's a reason. There's a psychological reason. So you see this mirror that we have here?
Uh-huh.
It's actually a two-way mirror, and your psychologist, therapist, and parole officer are all on the other side.
Oh, hi, Jim. He's my favorite parole officer.
Well, after you fired the other two.
Fired them out of cannon. Into the sun, which they tried to...
But they didn't feel.
Which they didn't feel, just like me, the sociopath I am.
It's okay. We still love you, even if you can't love us.
Yep. But just like the sun, I am explosive and hot.
Okay.
This has been the Fun Fact Science Corner.
The fun facts. I like this one. We should keep this one around for a while.
It's actually just a straight ripoff of Welcome to Night Vale.
Oh. Well,
this radio show is a ripoff of all the podcasts I've ever seen ever. Just so you know.
Okay then.
Right,
Anyways, do you want to?
Yeah. Now that we're out of this weird science corner, are you ready for our next question?
Yeah.
Actually, you know how we just talked about the scolding hot sun? We're going to go in the opposite way, and Yahoo Answer asks, marked the formal declaration of the Cold War between the United States and the Soviet Union? What do you think?
I have no clue. Can I just Google this?
Do you know anything about the Cold War?
Nope, Parker.
Neither do I, so let's work through this together.
So should we make it up?
Yes, okay, so the Cold War started the exact moment World War II stopped.
Yeah.
After
I think Abraham Lincoln was talking about that once.
Or JFK, blown away. What else do I have to say?
Yeah, but also this question talks about it being between the United States and the Soviet Union, but we can't forget that the Egyptians were involved.
I mean, that's what broke the world into three parts. There's the first world, the democratic and capitalistic world. There's the second world, the communistic socialist world, Russia at the time.
The Soviet Union at the time.
Soviet Union at the time.
I think they're Russia now.
Yeah, Russia, I barely know, yeah. And third world countries that weren't important enough to decide between democracy and communism.
So Egypt.
I'm pretty sure Egypt was part of democratic side at that point.
But we just said that it was taken up in by U.S., Soviet Union, and USSU Egypt. So, like, anyways.
It's like...
I don't know.
Do you remember Pokemon Go?
Yeah.
It's like Egypt is Team Instinct. Valor is the commies because they're red.
Yeah, the commies.
And then Mystic is United
we
States because we won.
Communists already. Like,
yeah, because they're
cool.
dirty commies.
What was how did
and
that
they
go?
lost the Cold War.
Well, yeah, because
I'm pretty sure like the end of the Cold War was when Donald Trump said, "Nope, I'm not friends with Putin."
No,
this
but
past
they're getting friends
Wednesday.
now, so maybe we'll have another
with
Cold
benefits.
War. Yeah, there's probably lots of benefits there because I think that Donald's homophobia comes from and heterosexism actually comes from internalized homophobia due to his
I just want
homosexual feelings.
I just want one show when we don't mention the gay agenda. Is that too much to ask?
I mean, you haven't asked me yet. This is the first time you're asking me.
I'm not.
Oh.
I was making fun of Donald Trump, and you just had to make it political.
Oh, well, I mean, I'd like to go back and just completely reiterate that Donald Trump's probably a homosexual. You know it, I know it, everyone else knows it.
What's the deal with the gay community just wanting to appropriate all the bad people who say mean things to them? They're like the toxic relationship in high school. They're like, that person said mean things to me. He must want my...
No,
that say penis on the radio.
You already did.
Penis.
Stop! Don't say it multiple times. Parker.
Can I speak pig Latin?
No.
Inpe?
No. Anyways, you're like one of my clients.
I am one of your clients. Remember the mirror, the
yeah.
science corner, the Billy Joel?
Oh yeah.
It's all just a lie.
The cake is a lie.
The cake?
The cake is a lie.
The
Except
cake
for
from
Dauntless cake.
Divergent?
No, the Dauntless cake is not a lie. That stuff is like delish. But I was going somewhere with that, and
you usually get lost in the butts.
I'm a butt guy. I'm sorry. What can I say? And
you can
ADHD,
say I'm ashamed.
But I'm not ashamed because that booty.
But we were talking about how the gay community just is like, hey, that person's mean to me. He must have.
Oh no, but that's more elementary though.
Like the shooter in Orlando. I heard the most ridiculous
theories of him being.
Yeah, he's gay. He must be gay because only gay people shoot up other gay people. That's where homophobia comes from.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense. I'm more kidding about that internalized homophobia by chance.
Yeah.
Like some people it's true, but I don't think with Donald it is. I think he's just
okay. So instead of saying the word for male genitalia, because I want to make a really great joke, I'm going to say cherry limeades. Okay.
Okay.
I've seen the best cherry limeades in the world. The cherry limeades I've seen in front of my face, they're the best cherry limeades. The cherry limeades that go in my mouth, they are the best. They're second to none. I just love to slurp up my cherry limeades. Man, he doesn't even have to touch my cherry limeade. I just love slurping them up. This has been brought to you by cherry limeades. Cherry limeades, a great substitute for saying the word inpe many, many times, which apparently I'm not allowed to do.
Yeah, we're going to try to avoid that, Parker, but thank you for that illustration.
Can I do my thing where I get past the FCC? PENIS.
I hope that
cherry
that works.
limeade is how you spell.
I hope that works.
I hope so too, because it'd be ashamed if they shut down the DJs of the week.
Right? On the week that we got nominated.
Seth, would you like to give us another question?
Yeah, let's go ahead and move on. It says, my 10-year-old received a set of Harry Potter books from my sister. I dislike the author's viewpoints on most everything. What do I do? Well, can I answer?
Sure.
You pull your head out of your butt, you stop being so uptight, and you understand that other people have different viewpoints, and that by understanding other viewpoints, you can broaden your own worldview and come to a better understanding of other people.
Like maybe broadening your worldview into accepting, I don't know, maybe not having abortions or not having people just who love cherry limeades be called gay.
I mean, I guess. Like,
Because
I'm not saying you have to, I'm
I
not
saw a
saying
lot of hate during the debate watch
oh
on
yeah,
Wednesday.
definitely.
No, from the people I was with.
Oh yeah, same.
And
I was with you, Parker.
I know. I'm trying to not call you out by name because it's weird how much we spend time together.
Yeah, we
So
need to stop that.
so there's a lot of hate and very averse. What happened to respect? I
I mean,
realized.
I can respect people to a point.
What about turn the other cheek, Seth? It's kind of hypocritical of you to not turn the other cheek to someone who disagrees with you.
Well, I'm gonna stand
Time
up
after time after time. Isn't how many times are you supposed to forgive someone who wronged you? 77?
70 times 7. But the thing is, you're not supposed we're not called to be passive people. We're called to fight injustice. But like,
No, you're supposed to offer the other cheek. Devil's advocate over here,
Parker, go
saying
do some
Jesus' words.
go do some exegetical work and then come back to me.
I don't like working with people.
It's not a people thing.
I just confirm exorcisms. Does that count?
Parker,
So, would you like my view
you're
on the
not actually
question?
Catholic.
Would you like my view on the question? Oh, is this Mr. I get to define other people's identities?
Yes.
Okay, then you're now officially gay.
Okay.
And a walrus. I
am
decided that.
not a walrus or
Hey,
gay.
hey. You say I get to choose other people's identities. Therefore,
I'm
you
gonna-
are a gay walrus.
I'm a very flamboyant walrus.
Since you can decide on what my faith is, I get to decide on your species. You stupid walrus. You look like Jamie Heineman from Mythbusters. But I feel like we're getting off topic.
We really are, Parker. What's your opinion on this question?
Seth, did you know that I'm starting to read the Harry Potter books for the first time?
Wow, I'm proud of you.
Are you?
No, I'm never.
Do you
want
to hear this out?
I'm really
'Cause
not proud of Parker. I don't like hearing your voice, actually.
Fair enough. That's why we do a radio show together.
Yeah, I
But-
still have to listen to your voice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I am not, thoroughly impressed by them yet. I'm in the middle of book 3, and it's still, I think, only build up. I don't get what the fuss is about. It's not like the Bible Part 3. That's the Book of Mormon. Why is this the faith show? But
that's a good title for this.
But if you feel like you disagree with the author's viewpoint and she portrays that viewpoint, you, as a parent, have the right to not expose your child to that media. If I didn't want my child exposed to a series of unfortunate events because it's dark, grim, and sarcastic like his father, I would not do that if I didn't want to. But you have to realize that the world is full of disagreement and people have differing opinions, and that if he wants to read the Harry Potter books, he can read the Harry Potter books. But you should also probably thank your sister for that gift, because, she tried.
Yeah, I mean, it's a gift.
Just
and
because
it's a gift. Like,
$20 is $20.
yeah.
Yep. Any more last thoughts on this, Seth, you will?
I don't really have any other thoughts on it.
Have you read Harry Potter?
I have not. I have 4 of the books at my house
Why?
because I'm intending on reading them at some point.
Well, you know what? It's definitely not the worst book I read. That would again be Joseph the Baker.
Yeah, we already talked about that.
Yes, this is the books and faith episode, which
Very
I feel like
good.
they're like those are some 2 great things.
Yeah, books and faith, and some coffee. That's about all you need.
And
in
I
life.
also have faith that idealism is false hope.
I also have faith that one of these. Well, you will not steal my cherry limeade in the studio.
He means actual cherry limeade.
Oh, but $20.
I mean, I don't think I could actually steal it, could I? Like, is it detachable?
No, but
Is your cherry limeade detachable?
no, but there's definitely a lot. Anyways, we're not gonna talk about the things that you.
Do you like wash in the sink if it's detachable? Like you just.
We're not gonna talk about the things that you could do to my cherry limeade.
Hopefully nothing at all. This got really awkward really fast.
Yeah. So.
Are you ready for another question?
Yeah, we can do a
Seth?
question or a song. You want to do a question?
Let's do a question.
Okay.
This is the show where we answer stupid questions, not
Um,
listen to discount music that's not Billy Joel.
Why don't you go ahead and pick a song then, or pick a question then?
it's,
Wow, English.
Yeah, thank you. We're gonna go for another Yahoo answer question, and that is, what is your favorite Michael Jackson song?
This is Thriller.
Are you saying that because it's Halloween time?
No, I actually like that song, and I really enjoy the dance to it.
Did you know Thriller still has the record of the most sold album of all time?
Mm.
Fun Fact Friday.
You learn something new every day, folks.
Yes, sirree. Bob. Wait, are you pulling up Siri for this help?
No, I didn't mean to pull up Siri.
I'm a big fan of Beat It. Are we including the Jackson 5 repertoire?
Well, okay, when you talk about Beat It, like, are you talking about
Beat it.
the song?
Beat it.
We are talking about the
No one wants to
song.
beat a feed it.
Okay, thank you for clarifying, because I didn't know if you like...
I'm not going to talk about the Cherry Limeade anymore.
Oh, okay, so we're talking about the song Beat It, not an action.
Not
okay.
the action of
Yeah.
touching your cherry limeade up and down, getting that nice crunchy ice, and just that delicious lime at the bottom. A little bit of seltzer.
I think there's 2 limes, actually. Unless you're Lance
Lord.
Armstrong.
Or Hitler.
Or Hitler.
Or Nicolas Cage.
How do you know that?
I don't have to answer that. Personal research.
You can plead the
But
fifth.
no, are we including the Jackson 5 on this?
I say you can include the Jackson 5 if you want to.
Because I really like, I Want You Back.
What?
I Want You Back. Ooh, ooh, ooh.
I don't know that
Oh,
song.
baby, I'm so blind to let you go.
Oh, that
let you go,
one.
baby.
That one.
Back in my heart.
Okay, yeah, I get
I'm
that.
pretty sure that was at the end of Guardians of the Galaxy as well.
I mean, it probably was.
With Dancing Groot, baby.
Oh my gosh, that movie. That
It
was
it was pretty good.
I enjoyed it. It was like on a weird level, but I still enjoyed it.
Mm-hmm. I thought it was classy.
You're
It was
classy.
different from the Avengers in a good way.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely. There's always like different levels of like enjoyableness to movies and books, and like you can't just say yes, I enjoyed it. They're not going to be enjoyed for the same reasons.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I didn't really enjoy the Avengers. I preferred Guardians and Captain America 2, Electric Boogaloo.
Yeah, I mean, different strokes for different folks.
Yep. So, are you ready to set? Wait, I already asked you. Yeah, you said Thriller.
Yeah.
Do you want to play a song? Maybe Thriller?
Maybe Thriller. Yeah, why don't we go ahead and...
Or we could combine all of these things and do the a cappella version of Thriller.
I'm not going to be very much help with that.
Well, it starts with whoosh, whoosh, whoosh.
Why don't... Do you want to put Thriller on?
Sure, why
okay,
not?
we'll go ahead and hook you folks up with Thriller, and we'll be back in just a few minutes, okay?
And we're back. Hey, Seth, do you know why this section of the show is all like Chipotle?
Well, Chipotle,
Yeah.
and why?
Because it's a good wrap-up.
Oh, I like what you did there.
We're going to ask Seth, what did we learn today?
Oh, man. I think the first thing we
Besides my amazing food puns, of course.
Oh, Parker, I know you are always good at puns. They're usually the worst puns ever, but you're good at puns.
I can make jokes about sausages. That'd truly be the worst.
You know, that Sausage Party movie?
I do not want to see that.
Yeah, it's bad. It's raunchy. But the first thing we learned today was that specialty shows can have... specialty shows can be DJs of the week.
We did, and that was a wonderful discovery. We also learned that Seth... Wow, my chair is being squeaky.
That was kind of awkward.
Seth is hopeless. Seth is in a romance, but Seth is not a hopeless romantic.
Okay. We also talked about God didn't actually create science.
I mean, I think Utah did. Oh, wait, no. Utah just knows how to teach it.
Yeah. Anyways, next point.
We also learned that Parker is a bitter cynic who wants to change the world.
We already knew that.
Parker, he's a hypocrite. A hungry, hungry hypocrite. He just really wants that double down sandwich from KFC.
You're
Not a sponsor, but I wish they were.
Oh my gosh, Parker. Anyways,
Give me free chicken.
the next thing that I would like to say is that, we learned Parker needs to stop saying bad words on the radio. You all missed it because we cut it out. But Parker, there was a spot there that Parker said bad words.
Can I spell it?
No, you cannot.
But I can spell PENIS. Cherry limeade. That's how you spell it.
Limeade. Yay for code words.
Mm-hmm. Delicious, delicious cherry limeade.
Yum.
Fresh squeezed.
I need some more
homemade.
I need some more cherry limeade in my life.
Yes, you do, but probably you're not.
Not from you?
Yeah, we talked about this in like 2 things we learned ago. You're in a romance, so hopefully you're not just going around asking for every Sonic's cherry limeade. Hopefully you
Only
found
like the special one.
Yeah, hopefully you found your special delicious cherry limeade.
Parker, I hope you
With
find
just the right amount of ice, just the right amount of lime juice, soda. Now I kind of wanted a real cherry limeade.
Yeah.
Not the
Well-
euphemism kind.
Parker, I hope that you find a cherry limeade here soon too.
The euphemism kind or the non-euphemism kind?
Both actually. I think you need both in your life.
I mean, I would not say no.
There you go. Anyways, so folks, that's all we have for you today. Thank you so much for tuning in to our radio show and putting up with the crazy, the
Award-winning
weirdness,
antics.
We can say we're award-winning now. Just the weirdness that is this show, but we love our listeners and we love hearing from you. So please join us next week when we listen to more Billy Joel music, continue to give bad advice, and make more inappropriate jokes. And on top of all that, answer the age-old question, when poison expires, does it become more or less deadly? In the meantime, send an email to sethandparker@gmail.com with any questions you might like us to discuss.
I wonder if anyone actually wonders our answers to those sarcastic questions at the end.
I wonder if they noticed we haven't answered them yet.
I don't think they have.
Touche.
All 3 of them.
Yeah.
Hey, apparently we had 15 and we won an
one
award
time.
for it.
Yeah. Award-winning. Why?
Well-
Was Seth and Parker.
Some of those were repeats, like the children.
Yeah, Parker. Remember, we have children listeners.
And Lynette.
I love Lynette. But
Mm,
those questions can go to sethandparker@gmail.com.
I think we already said that.
I was reminding them. I'm trying to